What's going on? How are you guys tonight? We're gonna do just an Ask Me Anything as usual. If we do end up talking more about nutrition and health, I guess I will retitle this appropriately to something like a carnivore diet or health and nutrition Q&A. What was today's video? We did the honey on the carnivore diet. So I mean, not really any new information in regards to my channel. I think I've gone over that stuff in a couple of different videos here and there, but I kind of just bunched everything together at once and summarized and kind of spelled things out for people. The day before that, we did the keto versus carnivore versus paleo diets. And unfortunately, a lot of things kind of relay back to, all the special interest funding in the dietary community. And if it doesn't relay back to the special interest funding in the dietary community, it seems to relay back to the Wi-Fi towers in some capacity. How's my day been? I've just been beat with how strict my diets had to be since the iron overload stuff. I either feel like I'm having an allergic reaction. I'm just really tired, but hopefully it's over in a few months, because I mean, I'm still testing my ferritin levels and I'm still donating blood. Hey Jessica, what's going on? How are you? Haven't been here in a while. Yeah, Jessica, I think you've been gone for maybe like 2 months. Why do you already have 13 dislikes? I mean, maybe I think someone made a video on me earlier, and the vegans are brigading me as usual. People are really stupid if they did that honey thing. I mean, look, like under no circumstance consuming a jar of honey every day and then how you feel after consuming it, but I don't know. I don't really know. I'm assuming from my channel, from my day of eatings, my viewers weren't really doing that stuff. I never really had to address it. The reason I had to address it is because some other people on YouTube started saying that, like, oh, a beef and honey diet is good. I didn't watch their videos. I don't know what they said, but I had a bunch of people tell me that other people are suggesting a beef and honey diet, and there's a lot of problems with that, and there's a lot of reasons I wouldn't suggest that. If you guys have any questions about iron overload, if you go back on my channel maybe 4 or 5 months, there's going to be maybe a week where I did like 3 or so videos in a row explaining iron overload, how to fix it, what the problems were. Can't imagine how you must feel after eating a whole jar of honey. No, I mean, well, what happened? One, it's not a whole jar of honey at once. You portion it out throughout the day, but you feel like you got to take a nap. But if this is the thing, like, I don't want to spend half the day sleeping, so the way to do it is you have the meal with the honey, and then you kind of force yourself to work out, and then you have that second meal before you go to bed, so it clonks you out. But if you just eat something and then you try to go about your day and do other things, you're gonna feel like you need to pass out. I did a jar of honey for 3 days and it felt good. It really depends. I don't really depends. You should fast. Yeah, I've been wanting to fast, but I'm doing the bodybuilding stuff. I'm gonna do a bodybuilding update this Sunday, and after I do the bodybuilding update on Sunday, I'm probably gonna start fast. After I do the bodybuilding update on Sunday, what I can do is I can fast a little bit, and I can reduce the carbohydrates in my diet. But I actually lost weight since the last transformation. So you guys have been saying like I look bigger and more muscular, but I actually lost weight. When I went on the scale yesterday, I was surprised that I was a few pounds lighter than the previous weigh-in. Do you prefer sea salt water or fresh water first? What do you mean? Eating a lot of energy from my raw dairy, great on an empty stomach before a workout. I mean, it depends on how you tolerate dairy and how much you're consuming. You can definitely run into the problem with bodybuilding is it requires a lot of calories to consume, and consuming the reason you see a lot of bodybuilders like
Hey Frank, When I saw your video a few weeks ago about beef and honey, I decided to give it a try. I started eating 950 grams of honey and 1 kilogram of bacon. I ended up in the hospital last week because I passed out. Everything is good now though.
Well, I'm assuming, well, I don't think my videos were a few weeks ago. I think they were longer than that ago. But I hope that story isn't true. What was I going to say? The reason you see bodybuilders eating like egg whites and chicken breast and all that type of stuff is because if the bodybuilders actually ate like a large amount of like fat, they would get very, very sick, especially because of the quality of the product. You know, if bodybuilders were eating 12, 15, 20 egg yolks a day, if they were eating all this fatty bodybuilders would get very, 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 very sick eating very high fat, conventionally raised foods. So even something like raw dairy, you know, if you're bodybuilding and you're consuming raw dairy, you know, really depends on your individual tolerance to the product, but chances are it's going to be very difficult to get a corresponding amount of fat-soluble vitamins from other sources if you're consuming that much nutrition. You know, bodybuilding is requires an unrealistic caloric intake, and if those calories, and that's why you actually need less nutrient-dense foods as a bodybuilder. Will the Warrior Bar help with losing weight? I mean, the Warrior Bar is a meal replacement bar, and it tastes pretty good. I mean, if all you ate was the Warrior Bar, I don't think the palatability is high enough that you'd gain weight, but I don't think you necessarily lose weight. But if you're having issues with losing weight, I would definitely watch my videos. I think I've done the videos, 3 videos relevant to that. I did the video how to lose weight twice, and I did a video what's the fastest way to lose weight? Sea fish or freshwater fish, which is better for nutrition? When you're buying fish, you're not really focusing on, well, you do want to, I mean, yeah, the type of fish is obviously important, but the way you should prioritize what fish you're consuming is what ocean it's from and what the level of pollution is. I mean, yeah, we could say all day, okay, you know, these types of fatty fish lower on the food chain are more nutrient dense. You know, shellfish overall are more nutrient dense, like oysters, mussels, clams, very, very, very nutritious, high quality animal foods. But, you know, where are they coming from? So that's the issue. You know, unless you're like out in Alaska harvest, like I got a guy who I follow on Twitter. He lives in Alaska. He's always sending me pictures of like the wild clams and shrimp he harvests. Like, that's not the type of seafood people are eating. So unfortunately, most fish is from such a heavily polluted area. It's not the best stuff. Hey Frank, hope you're doing well today. Thanks, Alex. You gonna make a Randall cycle vid? I don't know why I feel like I talked about the Randall cycle in a video like 2 or 3 months ago, but the video wasn't titled the Randall cycle. Do you guys remember which video I mentioned the Randall cycle in? It was like 2 or 3 months ago, and I pretty much explained it. Should do a seafood mukbang. I'm not doing mukbangs anytime soon with how my stomach is. We did this mukbang carnivore challenge, which literally fucking killed me, and like it didn't even get popular. So any benefits to cooking in goose fat? Most of the time goose fat is very high omega-6. It wasn't raised properly. I mean, poultry, anything poultry related, it's very difficult to get a high quality product because they almost always feed it grains and things that you don't want in the feed. I mean, I'm really sensitive to omega-6.
Hey Frank, I watched a video by the Natural Human Diet and he said that water is going to dissolve.
Oh, well, I'm not answering your question because you advertised someone else in your question. No, but I'm really sensitive to omega-6, even just saturated fat in general. But if I consume like duck or chicken or something that's usually fat, like even pork, the only pork I've been able to consume and only poultry I've been able to consume is what we have on Frankie's free range meat. From to my understanding, they're soy and corn free. So not only do you have the issue of the omega-6 intake being inflammatory, I'm actually allergic to like the corn and the soy. So the other day I tried to have some like organic chicken breast from Whole Foods just because I felt like something different, and I didn't sleep for like 2 days. So the conventional chicken and the conventional eggs and stuff, whenever I eat them, I get really bad insomnia and really sick, just from an allergy perspective. Remember the caviar mukbang? Oh, that was horrible. I forgot what we were celebrating. I think we were celebrating like 50,000 or 75,000 subscribers. And we had extra caviar on Frankie's free range meat. So I got like half a pound of caviar and I ate it on the live stream. I was so sick. Since you said next year you will be eating fruit, will you? I probably might not be eating fruit. I don't know. I made fermented sourdough bread yesterday. I thought my gut was healed, but it destroyed me. I mean, the there's a lot of factors there. A lot of factors there. Where's the 100K celebration vid? I don't know when I'm going to do it or what I'm going to do, but hopefully I'll do it eventually. We like the other night we actually went back down to 99K, and then we went back to 100K. So we've been kind of. It's funny because like people were congratulating me on 100K, and then we went back down to 99K, and then people started congratulating me on 100K again the next day because we went below. So we'll see if it happens again. So we've hit 100K twice.
Frank, I am looking forward to trying the Warrior Bar. Last time I ordered from Frankie's.
Okay, your donation might have been sarcastic, but I still don't like joking about that type of stuff. And I honestly wouldn't be surprised if some shills tried to stage stuff like that. But I don't think they would because they're selling really. I still haven't made a video on all these meat companies that are astroturfing selling. They're selling feedlot beef under the disguise of grass-fed beef. 100K only. I don't think I would. I just don't think I would make enough. Even if I did like something like that, I don't think OnlyFans would actually make me a lot of money. I don't think it'd be worth it. Take your shirt off, pour yourself a glass of wine, and make this live stream interesting. Would you eat vegetables if you didn't have any issues digesting them? I don't really. It's a stupid question to ask. I try to just stick to things that work for myself, and then if other people want to specifically consult and ask questions about specific foods, I can answer them. You can travel to any country in the world for free wherever you go. I mean, I can afford to travel if I want to. Yeah, I've been laying out every day. I laid out the past few days. Today was the only day I didn't lay out in the sun because it was a little. The clouds were out today. How do you know their meat is not actually grass-fed? Well, no. I mean, they literally say it on the website with their advertising terminology and marketing terms. Do you ever drink alcohol? No. Messes up my stomach. My liver enzymes are messed up from the iron overload, so I don't tolerate the alcohol. If you can only eat 3 plant foods from a nutritional standpoint, what would you pick? I mean, probably some wild fruit or vegetable that you can't access. But if you want an in-depth answer to that question, I've probably done videos on plant foods in the past that'll answer that. It was sunny in the morning. Yeah, but I mean, 9, 10 in the morning, the UV index isn't that high. They love spraying the skies. Yeah, the two of the days I was out there tanning, they would two of the days I was tanning, they were spraying chemtrails in the sky as usual. Hey Frank, I'm getting a smoker tomorrow. Super excited. What's your favorite meats to cook in it? To be honest, I haven't really used the smoker that much since I got it. I made bacon in it. I think smoked salmon sounds good, but I mean, salmon's hard to access. If I was gonna cook stuff in my smoker, I would probably get some like briskets. Brisket sounds really good. Pastrami. I'd probably make a lot of pastrami if I should make a lot of pastrami. That's what we'll do soon, maybe. Is it possible to have an allergic reaction from grass-fed beef if you're allergic to certain types of grass? I'm assuming the reason you'd be allergic to a grass might actually be because of the pesticides and herbicides. I've never heard about people being allergic to, like there's a difference between like a seasonal spring allergy and actually being physically allergic to the grass. I haven't heard the latter. Sarah, no, I clicked on your email a few times, Sarah, but I didn't watch the video yet. Yes, brisket is what I'm trying first. I think pastrami is. I think first you have to make corned beef. So I think what you have to do is you have to brine it for like a week or two, and then you have to brine it for a week or two, and then boil it, and then you have to dry rub it, and then smoke it. Oh, Dr. Berg's picking up on the EMF stuff now. Walked 11 miles today in the sun. Yeah, as long as you're not like fully clothed, you want to get the sun exposure on your skin. Is vaping healthier than smoking cigarettes? I mean, neither of them. If you're worried about your health, I wouldn't be doing either. I do see like it seems crazy. Like almost every young person is just sucking on like a jewel all day. Sweet potatoes aren't really a good source of carbs because they're really high in carotene, which can inhibit digestion. So you might be better. You're better off with other sources of carbs. I'm still weak that you couldn't get hard because of the Wi-Fi. You know, it's the few. All right, maybe not the few times, but you know, I used to bartend down in Manhattan a lot, and when I would go out, if I went over a girl's place, I've out of the, I don't want to give a specific number of how many people I've been with, but I've only actually like gotten off once. Out of all the people I've been with, I've only gotten off once, and I figured out why that was the other week with the Wi-Fi. When I'm in a high Wi-Fi environment, for some reason with the titanium plates in my head, it creates such a high amount of oxidative, and we talked about this on the other live stream. Basically, Wi-Fi can create such a high level of oxidative stress that you won't be able to sexually perform. And it depends on person to person, but for me it was for me I couldn't perform at all. You're so full of shit. So I'm not full of shit. What happened was, when the phones were on airplane mode, I was okay. But as soon as the phones were turned on and giving off a signal, I literally got soft. And then as soon as the phones were turned off, I got hard again. We're gonna have to make a video on this, and I'm gonna explain this. I mean, we explain that the amount of oxidative stress that Wi-Fi can cause. I mean, my situation might be unusual, but maybe it's because I'm more sensitive with the titanium plates in my head. That most likely be what it is. Frank, do you have mercury fillings? I do, and I can hear EMF, especially when driving from a small town into a large city. No, I feel it. Well, time to restart the stream. Nah, I mean, that's pretty important, and it's true. It's not like a joke. So to perform, you have to go into the middle of the ocean, is what you're saying? Middle of the forest. It's like a robot on and off. Get out of here. That's the most made up story I've ever heard. No, it's not. I wish it was made up. You guys can test it out. All right, for you guys, this doesn't really apply to the ladies because they don't have to perform, but when you guys are jerking off later, go on your cell phone and like call someone. No, don't call someone. Call like your home phone or something. When you're jerking off later, call your home phone and put it next to yourself and see if you get soft. Jessica, I don't think that's true, but okay. Frank can't get hard outside of the hamster cage. That's fucking hilarious. That's hilarious. I hope someone makes a video making fun of. Yeah, blame the Wi-Fi. All right, you guys are just gonna make fun of me. Okay. Training too much can cause performance problems. I don't think that was it. All right, time to smash someone right next to my router. Yeah, that sounds like
Hey Frank, it's my 20th birthday. Can I please get a woo-wee carnivore imitation with a raspy voice?
I don't really. We'll see. Maybe in a few minutes if I feel up to it. With the raspy voice. Oh, I have to like get like the raspy voice where I get amped up and like I sound like I'm about to lose my voice. I'll think of something. I mean, I have a bunch of videos I can do on Wi-Fi related stuff, but I could do a bunch of videos on Wi-Fi related stuff, but they just get heavily censored and they don't really get shared. I'm just gonna start doing satire shit and just making stuff up. Maybe that'll work. Let me go watch my Cargill carnivore video for inspiration. What was the title called? The one where I joked about Ram Ranch. Frank Tofano Ram Ranch. What was the video? What's the video title? I don't know what was the video where I was dressed up in the Cargill outfit and I was the more recent. All right, hold on. I think I have a playlist. Let's see, playlist. Playlist carnivores. Where is it? It's somewhere here. I know it's in here. Oh, was it this one?
Howdy, boys. They call me Dr. Cole.
All right, hold on. I think I got the voice. Okay. This is so stupid. All right. Howdy, Stephanie. Happy birthday, young lady. Whoa, wait. That's a mighty fine birthday cake I hope you're having. Do you have any normal, good-looking carnivore fans? I don't know. Jessica, why is every single live stream you just bring up a meetup to try to meet some other carnivore boys? Ooh, just tuned in. You saying ooh is gonna be my new ringtone? I don't think anyone that does the carnivore diet is normal. What about grounding and earthing? I did a video on grounding and earthing. That was maybe over a year ago now. I'm prettier than Frank. People said you've aged a ton in the last year, which I agree. I don't think honestly, I think it might be that I've been taking a lot of vitamin K2 and I think it changed my face. My face got a lot. I don't think I've aged. I think my face got a lot more like skeletal in a way. I don't. It's hard to see, like, if you're. I don't really know. I'd have to see side by side. The problem is my camera's different too, so like it might just be the camera. It's hard to. And I look different with the short hair. And plus me chewing the jaw gum. I probably didn't age as much as you guys think I did, but we'll see what people say when I get the short hair again. And if it could also have to do with the bodybuilding stuff and that type of stuff. I'm just scrolling through my older videos to see what I look like. There's a lot of factors there. You'd have to probably compare my face on the live streams, not the videos. Frank likes to hit on women that live in other countries because the chances of meeting them are slim to none. It's fucking hilarious. K2 gives you skeletal face? I don't know. Chiseled is the word. Do your soy boy voice talk about your boyfriend, I mean girlfriend? Jessica, you just want to meet up and shove your hand down my pants. I haven't had the motivation to do a carnivore goes vegan video in a while. It could definitely be your hair. Yeah, I mean, I haven't cut my hair in over a year, right? I think it's the sun aging your skin. I mean, no, I've been tanning pretty much the whole time. I've been tanning for the past 5, 6, 7 years. Frank, you looks like you're wearing makeup today. There's been a lot more makeup jokes lately. I don't know why they're like, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. I think they just genuinely believe I wear makeup and they're just joking that I wear makeup. I don't know, because every single time I see someone do comments about me in another video, they're always saying like my makeup smeared or my eyeshadow looks good today or something like that. Are you still growing tape melons on dead trees in the middle of the winter? I wish I kind of like broke up the carnivore goes vegan videos into, they were long, so I kind of wish I split them in half and had twice as many. How much nutrition would a teenager need to acquire for optimal health? That's not a straight answer, but usually at least 65 to 70% of the diet needs to be high quality animal foods. What's true, Jessica? The bloopers for your vegan vids was gold. Yeah, those are pretty funny. That video didn't get a lot of views though when I published the bloopers. What happened to the weight set? There's a problem with getting replacement weights before I return them. So what I wanted to do was buy another set of gym equipment and then exchange it basically, but apparently like there's a shortage of dumbbells and weights, so I can't really find replacements before I return what I have. Coconut flakes are a healthy snack. They're not bad. I mean, organic coconut flakes. Hey Craig, I'm glad the supplements are working. The bloopers video is probably over a year old. I think I posted it after I did a Carnivore Goes Vegan day. Wish I had my phone to do Instagram Live, so we just had a few more questions rolling in. I think I left my phone downstairs. Why don't you grow food in your backyard? The land is like not, you can't grow in that land. Oh, it's on kefir. I think I did 1 or 2 videos on kefir. How to make kefir and what the nutrition benefits were. The only thing I didn't talk about with kefir was the second fermentation, which second fermentation, we might do a video on that in the future. I don't know. Supplements are toxic, right? I mean, a supplement that's a vitamin or mineral, how is that toxic? Thoughts on krill oil? It really helps with my allergies. I mean, if you're deficient in omegas, then you could also be deficient in nutrients contained in fish. I would just opt for the fish itself. How would you recommend cooking ribs? I don't really like them in the oven, even though yours looked really good. When last year you looked like 15. You have to compare what I looked like on the live streams, and maybe the live stream lighting had a similar setup. Ribs, I used to just throw them on the grill and cook them rare. Lately, I've seen cheese labeled as raw, but then it says it's pasteurized. How's that? Well, then it's not raw. When you take vitamin C when you have iron overload, I've been on and off with the vitamin C. I do notice sometimes I don't sleep when I take it. Can I get skin cancer from being in the sun for too long? I have a recent video I did on vitamin D that you can check out that might explain. I don't know if I touched on skin cancer in that, but in my other vitamin D videos I did touch on skin cancer. I mean, I would assume if I look worse, it's basically because I haven't been sleeping that well. You like cod liver oil? I read an expose of fermented cod liver oil and how it was killing Weston A. Price contributors. Yeah, no, I don't know how true that is. I think if they're drinking rotten cod liver oil every day, yeah, that's definitely a bad idea. They're probably getting too much vitamin A, probably oxidized oil. When we sold cod liver oil on Frankie's Free Range Meat, it was kept frozen and very cold, and it was not fermented. So No, that's why I don't recommend fish oil supplements, because it's basically oxidized, rancid fish oil. Can copper be released in the bile similarly to iron? I would assume so, yeah. That's usually it'd be an unusual scenario where copper is going to be stored in the liver, though. How many? No, before I had the jaw surgery, I was sleeping probably 8, 9, 10 hours a night. Past few months have been terrible, probably like 3 to 4 hours a night. Just really, really, really terrible sleep. And I've been trying to get rest too. Like I'll lay down in the middle of the day and I still won't be able to sleep. So I'm trying to catch up on sleep. It's just, you know, when I have a lot of stuff to do and I'm trying to catch up on sleep, you know, all I really do is sleep and work. You know, stuff, because if I go, like, if I just lay down for 10 hours and slept 10 hours, I wouldn't be complaining. Problem is, I'll lay down for 10 hours and I'll sleep for 3, and then I gotta lay down, you know, it's just wasting time. I was hoping my Warrior Bar would arrive today, but it's still been delayed. Well, no, it's non-perishable, so there's no concern. Eat a bunch of carbs or food at night, glucose spikes make you pass, and that doesn't help me. If I eat when I eat at night, it keeps me awake. I can say from personal experience that one bad night's sleep can drastically change someone's appearance. I do look better when I sleep, but I haven't really slept that well in a while. If I don't think the meals haven't been. If I eat and then I try to go to sleep, it's not going to help. Have you ever used digestive enzymes to tenderize meat? I mean, I think I tried marinating something in pineapple juice once, but I didn't do it. It looked gross. Didn't eat it. Damn, maybe that's why I age like shit. Well, no, I mean, I think lack of sleep is one of the most important contributing factors to how you look. No, I mean, I would look a lot better if I got a solid 8 hours each night, but we're gonna see how the diet goes this week after the bodybuilding update, and maybe I'll stop the bodybuilding stuff if I start sleeping better. Take some sleeping drugs. I honestly want to try it because I can't sleep either, but it's because my neck hurts. I took I haven't taken any drugs in years, but I think I tried Ambien like 6 or 7 years ago and it didn't work. Going from mostly grass-fed to whatever free food I can get has been hell. I mean, yeah, it depends on like gut state and genetic tolerance to certain foods. Low dose, no, melatonin doesn't help. Melatonin gives me insomnia. Makes things worse. I actually start seeing things when I take melatonin. But guys, we'll wrap this up in like 10 minutes. 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna go. Ever meditate? No, I don't care enough to meditate. Dried figs or other berries are concerned for high sugar. It depends on how well your liver is able to process fructose, what your current gut state is, how you feel eating it. And even if you're consuming, you want to consume high quality fruits, like organic stuff, preferably to minimize agrochemical concerns. It'd be a good idea to avoid fats until I fix iron overload. That's what I'm doing. You can try valerian. I think valerian might be one of the only things I haven't tried. Deer is strange. Sometimes it tastes like beef and sometimes it tastes like liver. Yeah, when the deers are fat, and they're nutritious, the minerals probably aren't as concentrated in the flesh. We'll try streaming on Sunday this week. What are you doing after the live stream? I have to do a consultation and then I have to film my video for tomorrow. I still didn't work out today. I just have a lot of stuff to do. I do the consultation, film the video, eat something, work out. Not fun. How better do you think you've been if you fix your nutrition early in your life? I mean, I always had really, really bad acne, so I probably always had leaky gut issues. And then when I took Accutane, it fixed it temporarily, but then my stomach got even worse. But I always had really, really bad cystic acne until I was like 20, 21. Until I took the Accutane. I mean, fiber isn't necessarily a myth. It definitely has a function, but not what they say it does. You're not doing raw anymore, right? It's something, not as much. I mean, I was mostly raw last 2 months, but I started having some cooked the past few days. Yeah, I'm just really tired. Like, I'll probably do this consultation. I'll probably want to take a nap for a few hours, but if I take a nap for a few hours, then I'll get up at like 1 or 2 a.m. and I don't really want to work out that late and stuff. I just have to like force myself to work out in the morning so I can get the workout over with. Yeah, I've tried very low dose melatonin. Your Christian tweet was kind of mean. Yeah, it was kind of mean, but it's true. I mean, generally speaking, I said like, oh, I'm not going to repeat the tweet. You guys can go on Twitter, but I don't really think the tweet was particularly mean. And instead of actually answering the question, the Christians just decided to attack me, which means it was probably true. Is there a benefit to cooked food, Spherage? Why are there still fucking idiots from Spherage's channel coming over here? I literally made a video explaining like how he sexually assaulted young women and how he literally tried to kill people. Like, he's literally like a psychopath. Like, he literally tried to like school shooting shit. Like, he literally attacked people and tried to, like, there's a live stream video on my channel explaining how Spherage attacked people in a school when he was a kid with a knife and he tried to kill 3 people. There's like a big article. Like, he's literally like a school shooter. The guy's crazy. Stop talking about him on my channel. I'm not addressing him. The guy's literally a fucking crazy psycho person that's tried to kill people. I'm not addressing anything he says. So stop bringing him up on the channel. It's why I don't address people anymore. If someone's a shill, if someone's an actor, the base of what someone's doing, why am I going to address them if it's something like that? If someone's a paid influencer, if someone's a psychopath, if someone does this, if someone does that, I'm not going to address what they say and give it and hold any credit and give them any credibility. Sometimes I brush stuff aside, and I brush that aside to try to critique people and educate people. But the point generally goes back to, okay, well, all these people are special interest funded and they're getting paid to say certain things. Not worth the energy to talk about them. Well, there's nothing to talk about. You're having a discussion about you have someone that doesn't know shit about nutrition that says something. So why am I gonna? It's like I'm not gonna argue with a vegan about what the healthiest diet is, because if the person's a vegan in the first place, they're stupid. Pituitary gland supplement, possibly. But guys, I'm gonna go. I just want a few extra minutes. But I'll see you guys for the Sunday live stream, and of course every video this week. If you guys have a question that I missed or didn't get to, just leave it down below after the live stream.